Just when I thought I was done talking about MIA for the rest of the year, I guess I'm not, because apparently I just found out today that MIA is now reportedly suing Kid Cudi over his tour firing decision. And her reasoning as to why she is now suing Kid Cudi, of all things, is simply because of the fact that she believes that Kid Cudi should have known better given that she of her politics, her stance, etc. And I'm kind of just scratching my head wondering why. What's the point of doing this? Like, have you not remembered what happened when you kickstarted Kid Cudi's recent tour as of late? Again, it still kind of lives rent free in my mind every so often, and I even mentioned this when it was blowing up like crazy. But for anyone who is under to know, I might as well give you a previously on Dragon Ball Z moment where MIA was essentially planned to be at one point a co-headliner slash opener for Kid Cudi's Ragers tour. And essentially, during the first leg of the tour, immediately upon like entering the tour and kickstarting the whole thing, she immediately started like going on a weird political tangent that ended up causing so many people in the crowd to just throw thumbs downs and booing her off the stage. And she only performed like two songs, all because she started talking political rants. And at one point, she was like, "Oh, I would perform the song illegal if I wasn't illegal," or some bullshit. I forgot what she already said, but that where it all stems from. But now, reportedly, MIA is now suing Kid Cudi for $2.8 million over his decision to axe her from his tour last month, following controversial statements she made about immigrants on stage, alleging that she was let go not because of her words, but rather to drum up headlines to sell more tickets. And to further go into the whole truth that MIA is stating, she then even states that MIA was terminated to generate publicity for the tour, which has struggled with ticket sales. She was contractually allowed to say whatever she wanted on stage, and MIA now holds Kikali accountable for his bad faith destruction of her contractual rights, business opportunities, and reputation. Which I gotta be like throwing in like the red flag on the football field because I call baloney on that. Like you're telling me that the reason why Kid Cudi kicked you off of the tour was because of the fact that you thought that he was not doing super well in ticket sales, and by being fired yourself, that Kid Cudi's going to be rich, he's going to be much better off, and now ticket sales are going to be coming at his way as a result. Like, buddy, wake up, snap back to reality. The reason Kid Cudi did this is simply because, like, again, he's listening to what his fans have been addressing. Again, when this blew up like crazy, his fans were so outraged by MIA kickstarting his tour that they went and all of his social media spammed the fuck out of him, be like, hey, can you please remove her off of the tour? Which honestly, truthfully, I think what Kid Cudi did was the right thing to do. It was just to let her go before things escalated much, much worse. And again, do you want someone to stick with you for the rest of this goddamn tour as an opening headliner? Again, if someone like her was there when I was at a concert right here right now, I would have such a really bad summer mood that I would not be in the mood to be part of the concert for the rest of the time that's out there, right? And to continue on with the lawsuit too, it even gets more ridiculous too, where now it just seems like she's out for money. Where apparently in this complaint that she owes 2 million in guarantees for a performance for a tour promoter, Live Nation, which is not named as the defendant. She also says she lost out on merchandise and VIP sales, and more seriously, that she and her son received death threats since the controversy ignited. Which, look, death threats aside, of course, like that's pretty fucked up, and I seriously, seriously am sorry for her in this case because of the fact that she was received death threats for what she says. But as I would like to point out in my video talking about this, what she should have done is leave her fucking politics home. That's all she had to do, and none of this would have blown out proportion. But like I said, in the first half of that sentence, she's losing out on merchandise and VIP sales, which means that she's basically doing this because she needs the money. Like that's why she's suing Kid Cudi for what I can at least piece right here. Now, in the final moments of her complaints that she put out there, she also claims that Cudi's statement was riddled with falsehoods and that he knew her politics, he knew her music, he knew she would not stay silent on stage, and yet he invited her anyways, which honestly leaves like a lot to be desired. Which to me, I don't know. Like I guess in a way you could say that yeah, you could shift the blame on Kid Cudi in this case, where hey, maybe Kid Cudi should have done a little bit more research about MIA's music and maybe like what she's been up to over the past 5 to 10 years. Because again, the MIA from back in the late 2000s, early 2010s is not the same MIA that's here right now in 2026, right? So again, maybe in a way, Kid Cudi actually didn't know about this variation of MIA that's out and about right now. And to that, I say that okay, in that case, that would definitely be Kid Cudi's fault because he should have done a little bit more research, a little bit more preparation to make sure that the person that he's booking for the tour is actually like reasonable within their rates and etc. But I don't know, man. Like at the same time, it just feels like this is just another like adding salt to the wound too. Given that like Kid Cudi what had made it pretty clear from the very beginning, and even his statement saying that like he told her management team to not say anything offensive, do not do anything super out there that will be like really offensive to those that aren't going to like out, the political stance, right? And I don't know, man. I feel like in this situation here, like MIA's claims in the final moments of this statement here just feel so questionable, honestly, truthfully. Because like on one breath, I can see how this could be Kid Cudi's fault that all this came to be, but at the same time, I don't really believe in that. Like again, he gave her and her team a warning not to do this stuff, and she decided to do it either way with the political statements and all the other random bullshit that came afterwards. Which, again, is there nothing more to be said about this? Like, God, I gotta say, man, as I was reading this, I was looking through this. This is ridiculous. This is so stupid that. God, I'm just coughing up right now. That Cuddy is being sued over something that's so minuscule, in my opinion. And I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens if it does like process in the court of law or if there's any updates to this. But I guess I'll keep my finger on the pulse on this story if anything pops up. But yeah, just want to simply yap and talk about this a little bit. And yep, that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Later.